Patriots trading Joe Milton. That seemed to be the topic of the day yesterday, as if they had traded a future Hall of Famer away yesterday.
Who's like whining and complaining about it?
I mean, did you not listen to the radio station yesterday or go on social media yesterday?
No, I had to go to the dealership to drop my daughter's car off, and then I was knee deep in Peaky Blinders. So
okay,
that's fair.
Well,
yesterday was one of the biggest overreactions to a transaction in Boston since they wanted to trade Trot Nixon for Sammy Sosa. Joe Milton was at Tennessee. He was not very good. He was at, I think, 2 to 3. He was at Michigan.
Yeah, it was Michigan. He went
Tennessee.
Michigan to Tennessee and got hurt in Tennessee.
Right. He the hooker, the quarterback there, was spectacular. Joe Milton did not have any of the same potential. He beat a Bills team trying not to win in a game he was told not to win, and they trade him, and you'd think they were giving up, I don't know, Johnny Unitas. Like, it is so... I mean, I know Ken got people all riled up when he said they'd trade him for a first-round pick. Swing and a miss.
I ran into, after the show, right after that trade was announced, ran into the man in black, Twitch Mitch, and he was absolutely apoplectic.
Really?
Like he had lost his dog.
Really? Wow.
Fitzy was the same way. I don't understand it.
I don't either.
I think people just liked him, and I think people like to root for him. So was it tongue-in-cheek with Mitch and Fitzy, or was it more...
No, it was not with Mitch. I mean, you liked Bailey Zappi,
right.
But it's like you can like somebody and not expect that they're going to end up in Canton. And you ended up, I mean, if you want to look at it from a numbers perspective, Shime, you ended up getting a better, where you landed draft-wise, what you got for him is better than where he came from.
Yeah, I mean, you move up basically a half a round. That's it. Like, cool. Right. Good for you. That's great value. Good job. That's fine. It doesn't matter.
The only thing you could have did differently is maybe you keep him around and you play him a little bit in the preseason, and maybe that 5th round pick that you get back from him goes up to a 4th. But at that point,
it wasn't going up from preseason play.
Well, no, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that it 100% was, but that's the only other option you roll in the dice. I don't mind you get back a 5th round pick for him.
This is Walter from Boston. Walter, good morning. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Red Sox Day. Thank you guys for the sanity, because yesterday it's like I love listening to the station. I almost wanted to throw my TV. It was crazy.
It was off. It was
6 years.
It was so out of nowhere. I was listening yesterday. I think and I will talk to Jones when he gets in here. Jones upset about it yesterday?
I was arguing with Greg. I argued with him yesterday. They were trying to say you could go right now on podcasts on YouTube at Tennessee and Michigan, and they're laughing because every time Joe Milton faced a real defense that schemed it up, he was a pick waiting to happen. And it's like nobody would have drafted him if the Patriots didn't draft him, and he played a good game against practice squad players. And people are doing around here like they did for Kerry Olynyk, like we can't lose him.
Yeah.
You guys have a great day.
Yeah.
Thanks for the family.
I just they were talking about developing him for another year and what he turns into after that.
Well, clearly by this return, they had zero interest in keeping him. They just wanted to get him out of the building. And either Vrabel came in and goes, "This guy can't play. I don't want him on my football team," or Drake May said to Mike Vrabel, "Hey, I don't want him in the locker room. Please get him out of here." Well, either way, who cares?
If it's the latter, that is not a good sign.
It doesn't matter.
It absolutely does. I know it's your whoopee. Yeah, Sean, take a breath.
There may be something.
I'm breathing just fine, Chris.
I hope you are.
Relax, dude.
Guys, it's a Friday. It's a Friday.
Exactly.
There may be what?
There may be something to Mike Vrabel not wanting him into the locker room if you listen to the whispering. And I get it. That happens when you get rid of somebody and you hear people grumbling about it. But he was, if you believe what is being said, he was being vocal about his desire to be the starter. Drake May was bothered by the fact that he didn't get that start last game of the season, and Joe Milton did.
Oh, okay.
And so,
which I like that.
I
like that he wanted to get out there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like some people are trying to intimate that that Joe Milton was Gerard Mayo's guy, which I mean, I don't.
No, because they were both. I feel like they're both Elliot Wolf's guy because they were both drafted by him. I think
That's why this is a great story from my perspective, because it means that Elliot Wolf has as much power as I do inside the Patriots.
I think the reason why you do it is that you have your quarterback in Drake May. There's no need to have a rookie backup quarterback to your starter Drake May that you drafted number 3 overall. So But
Wiggy, if we gave Mac Jones all the crap we gave him, and I was at the front of the line about the Bailey Zappi, the pouty face, all these things, then we can't then excuse Drake May for demanding a Joe Milton trade.
But there was a difference, Curtis. Zappi was as good as Mac. Joe Milton is nowhere close to as good as Drake May.
I would be a little bit upset if Drake May did do that. I'm not saying, but I don't know if he did. I mean, that's just speculation.
I would have been upset if this all came out during the season and there was some type of rift in the locker room between the two. We didn't hear about that at all. So what?
I think it's. Is it riff or is it rift? I don't know. I am the.
Oh no, rift is
riff works.
Okay, rift is okay.
So I just don't understand why we're getting upset about this now. Like, I'm fine that Drake May wanted to play that last game of the season. Like, he clearly has a lot of pride. I don't think that there was any like inner fighting.
No.
I know that we saw that article yesterday. I don't buy it.
Everybody's job as a professional athlete is to want to be the starter. That's the type of mentality that you have to have. And if you go around saying, hey, I want to be the starter, I should be the starter, you're confident in your game, I got no issues with that.
You have no issues with Joe Milton loudly proclaiming that he should be the starter over Drake May.
I have no issues with that. It's up to the coach to decide. Okay,
at the point at which point he had yet to start an NFL game.
Was he doing this before or after the Buffalo game?
I would assume it was before that, but
that's the
they
problem.
Were gone after the Buffalo game.
But like Courtney,
they were gone. They were out of there.
Right, but like Courtney says, Greg, and this is why this is so aggravating. Like Courtney said, if there was issues with Joe Milton and him complaining about he should be the starter before the Buffalo game, why didn't we ever hear this?
Right. Well, also, why did he go to a team behind a $60 million quarterback if he wants to start so bad? He could have been traded to the Raiders or the Steelers or anybody, and he's like, no, I want to go to Dallas to play behind Dak Prescott.
But they let him go. They let him go where he wanted to go, right?
Yeah, so I feel like that was also like all this is
that's BS, Curtis.
Not BS. I just think if they got a 5th round pick, it's relatively meaningless in the grand scheme of it. To me, the story is that if there is an element of Drake May that was uncomfortable with the guy that thought he was competing with him, because we all agree Drake May is exponentially more talented as an NFL quarterback than Joe Milton.
Yes, not even close.
So then, if the guy's not even close to as good as you are, why are you that concerned? That is, to me, that is not a good sign going forward.
Well, it's not always a concern thing, Curtis. I mean, Tom Brady wanted Jimmy Garoppolo out of here.
Exactly,
because
here's why. I knew this was going to come up. 2nd round pick when the team was bereft of offensive weaponry, and you used a 2nd round pick on a guy that wouldn't be on the field with Tom Brady. That's why he was pissed.
I think it's just like I think. Unless we know that Joe Milton was an issue in that locker room, which it doesn't seem like he was, because we heard of every issue under the sun in that locker room this past season with Gerard Mayo.
Right, everything leaked.
We never heard anything negatively about the relationship between Joe Milton and Drake May. Okay, if he plays well against Buffalo and says, oh, you know what, I feel like I want to be the starter, then it's your job as a coach to go, well, Drake May's our guy. We're going to try to send you to a place.
Well, those that are speculating about an issue are using the way the season ended for Drake May and the fact that he got right out of there and had a reluctance to talk to anybody as an example of the frustration that he felt with Joe Milton getting that start.
Yeah, but that you blame your head coach for that.
Correct.
The head coach is just the guy who starts the guy.
I'm sorry. I just think it's trying to make a story during the offseason, and why are we going after the one bright spot of this team? Like, that's my issue. Yeah. Okay, he didn't talk to media after the Gerard Mayo announcement. A lot of guys that did talk to media ended up getting screwed with whatever they said was not good enough in the media's eyes. He then didn't show up, I guess, for locker clean-out day.
Right.
Like, stop.
This is Adam from Chicopee. What's up, Adam?
Good morning, crew. How's everyone doing? First time caller.
What's up? Thank you for that. We appreciate it. What's going on, Adam?
So I am just baffled by everyone overreacting about Joe Milton being traded. Okay, he has a strong arm. I get it. He's athletic. I get it. But why would anyone give up, any organization, give up a second, a third, or even a fourth-round pick for a guy that every team in the league passed up on him until the Patriots in the 6th round? It just doesn't make any sense.
No.
There's a reason why. I mean, he's a talented guy, but come on.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe eventually he might get a time to be a starter, but that's about it. Like, he's a backup in Dallas. If he wanted to be a starter, he would have gone somewhere else where they would have played him. They're not going to start him over Dak Prescott. It's not going to happen.
That's a great point. Look at the NFL. The other day, Geno Smith got $70 million. Like, if this guy could actually play in the NFL, he would be starting in the NFL. There are so many teams.
Yeah, he would have went to Pittsburgh if he really want a chance to start and go to Pittsburgh.
The Giants, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.